Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a mix of reviewing all the books that I've read so far of this month, and then also showing you the books I'm going to read on my upcoming trip to Ireland, Scotland, and London. So it's gonna be a mix of both because I ended up finishing my books way before, like a week before my trip starts, so I thought I'm just gonna combine the two. I do have the dogs with me today, so I'm sorry if it's a little crazy. Let's get into it. So first we are going to start with all the books that I have read so far for this month. So the first one that I finished this one was The Davenports by Crystal Marcus. I still don't know if I'm ever saying her name right, and I don't think I ever will. I went into detail about it in my video, which was switching my screen time for reading time. So if you go back and watch that, I'll get on more details about this book. It was a really cute book. I ended up rating it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it definitely was a good book and it kept me interested, but at the same time I don't know if I'm going to go back to it anytime soon, or I'm not like hungover about it. If you like to go check it out, I would recommend it, especially if you like history, time period, and romance. This is a very good fit for you. The next book that I read is Cinder and Glass by Melissa Dela Cruz. I went kind of into detail in that same video I was talking about with the other one because I started this book but I did not finish it in that video, but I finished it now. I rated this 3 out of 5 stars just because I could get through it, but it wasn't really the best book. It just probably wasn't my taste in books. It was a Cinderella retelling. It took place in the Palace of Versailles, and it was really interesting. It was kind of a little mix of the Selection series, if you ever read that. It was kind of mixed into here. It was kind of that kind of vibes just a little bit. The plot was just a little all over the place, I would say. The way that things were sorted out, like organized in the plot, was very different than a regular book, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm describing that right. This is just the way my brain handled it, but it's a cute book if you're just looking for a fun, easy kind of Cinderella retelling, but it's definitely not one that I'll pick up again, I don't think. So there's that one. And the next book, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I fell in love with it. It is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This gave me a book hangover. Like a book hangover for me. Like after I read a book, I'm like, I wish I could reread that. Like forget everything that I just read and reread it because it was that good. Rated a 5 out of 5 stars, of course. This is definitely going on my favorites. I even ended up annotating it because I loved it so much. So I have all my annotating tabs and it's just so cute. And I just found out after like reading this book that they're turning it into a movie, and they already filmed the movie. Like it's supposed to come out this year is what they said, so I'm excited. I really hope it does come out this year. It was this girl who's like a bodyguard, and they like protect just random people, and she gets assigned to this famous actor, and pretty much what happens is he has to go home because his mom is sick, so he goes home, take care of her and just be with her and stuff. And in order not to like stress the mom out, they pretend to fake date so that she can still stay close to him while also protecting him at the same time and not making it obvious that he has a bodyguard. So it's fake dating. It's super cute. It was super funny. It was very rom-com vibes. I laughed out loud a lot of times during it, and it was so cute, and I cannot wait to read this again in the future. It was that good. So I will definitely recommend this. It is a clean romance, which I love, I adore, and I heard that she just writes clean romances, which I love. So if you just want those kisses and nothing more than just a kiss scene, then this is perfect for you. It's so good, and I'm so happy that it's getting turned into a movie. So the next book is a book that I was gonna read as a bonus, like if I could get to it, and that was We're a Bad Idea, right, by K.L. Walter. This was a cute book. I think the concept was a good concept, but the book was just kind of all right. Like it was cute. Like I will read it again in the future, and I did annotate it because I mean, like, look how pretty the spine is. Sorry, I just gotta show that. But yeah, I annotated it because I did like it that much, and it was friends to lovers, and it was fake dating, and That's like my favorite trope, is friends to lovers. I rated a 4 out of 5 stars because it definitely what got me like intrigued and interested, and I was interested in it, and I was like following along and knew what was happening, and there were some cute quotes in there that I definitely loved and stuff like that. But I don't think it was like a peer status. It may just have been because I loved this book so much, and then I went to this book afterwards and it wasn't just like the same vibes. It was about this girl and her best friend, and he got broken up by his girlfriend, and so he was, can we fake date, so that like to make her jealous. So they decided to fake date, and at the same time they start to fall in love with each other and kind of realize that they have feelings for each other. And at the same time, she accidentally spends like $10,000 on this program. She accidentally does that when she's drunk, and now she has to pay back her parents because it came out of her parents' bank account. So they decide to rent out her guest house, and he helps along with it, and while her parents are out of town, and it's fun. Small town vibes is kind of what I got from it. I would recommend it if you just want like a fun read, a cute little cozy read that's young adult, and you want friends to lovers fake dating. I would recommend it. Is that one. And those are all of the books I've read so far this month. So that was my reading list for the month. And as mentioned before, and I'm going to mention again, I am going on a trip to Ireland, Scotland, and London, and for that time I am gonna have a lot of time on like the planes and trains and stuff. So I was like, I need to get some reading done, but I was like, I wanted to get themed reading, like books that are kind of that vibe. So I wanted to do a separate video on that, just in case. I ended up finishing these books really fast, so I'm going to go ahead and just start on these new books so that I can finish as much as possible. I have a lot of books lined up for this trip just in case. There's probably, don't know if I'll get through them or not, but we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the ones that I have. The first book I have is Austenland by Shannon Hale. It talks about like this girl who's obsessed with finding Mr. Darcy, like the right man and stuff, and is obsessed with Pride and Prejudice. It's like a cute little London romance, and she's trying to find like her Mr. Darcy. So I'm excited to read this one. I think it'd be cute for a little London one. The next one I'm actually reading on my Kindle. It's The Gentleman and the Thief by Sarah M. Eden. And I read her first book, which was The Lady and the Highwayman, and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I did hear that the books get more interesting and better the more you go on. And what I'm deciding to do is, for the books, like once I leave, I'm going to download all the books that I can on my Kindle, so it's just easier to travel, and I will have more room in my suitcase and I don't have to worry about carrying on books. Plus all the new books I'm gonna buy in London, and on the trip I need to fit in there, so I'll worry about those books later. But I also found the audiobook for this, and there is like coloring or just like games that I might play on my phone or on my computer on the trip, and so it would be great to listen to I like listening to something at the same time as doing that. So I'll probably also listen to the audiobook as well to get through it. This is the second book in the series, and then the third book in the series I actually have the physical copy of. The Merchant and the Rogue. So I have the copy of it. I think what I'll do again is also download it on Kindle. So I have those two books. So the next book that I'm going to be reading is My Lady Jane. I actually watched the TV show for this one, and I loved the TV show, and I wanted to read the books because the TV show got canceled, sadly. So I'm like, I'll just read the book so I know what happens next. And it's kind of like a twist on history. It definitely is the vibes of like Ireland and Scotland, so I'm excited to also get the vibes of that. And the last and final book, and honestly the book I'm most excited about, is Don't Be in Love by Liana Sinsotti. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I suck at names, guys, as you are learning from this YouTube channel. But I'm excited for this. This is a modern London romance, and I have read another book by hers called Picking Daisies on Sundays, and it was so cute. It was so cute. I don't know like too much detail about it. I just know it's just like a romance that takes place in London. So that will be exciting. I will go into more review once I finish it on my channel. That is all my books for this trip.
Who knows if I'll get through all of them, but right now I'm just going to be starting Austenland by Shannon Hale because I have it physical form right now, and I'm at home right now for about a week, so I don't have to worry about this book getting ruined. So I'll start with this, and if I finish this before we go on a trip, then I will only have 4 books to read on the trip. That's fine. Plus I think listening to the audiobook while doing other stuff on the plane and on the train and stuff will also help a lot to get through these books.
thank you guys so much for watching and coming along for my reading vlog, and I hope to see you guys next time.